Hello and welcome to Astronomy Spotlight. My name is Kirk Rosberg. I'm the planetarium coordinator here at the Hastings Museum. And this month we actually have two big and rare events to talk about. The first, of course, is the Great American Solar Eclipse of April the 8th, 2024. But we also have a chance to see a very rare nova. Nova meaning new star in the sky, and that will occur sometime in the next 4 or 5 months as well. But first, the eclipse. For Nebraskans, this eclipse will not be a total eclipse of the sun, but partial. It will be total for parts of Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, Illinois, and some other states that aren't Nebraska. Here is a quick look at the eclipse map from greatamericaneclipse.com. Feel free to pause the video if you want, and then unpause it to continue. Since this is a partial eclipse of the sun, you will need solar eclipse glasses, or solar shades as they call them, or a number 14 arc welder's lens will also be sufficient. But never look directly at the sun during any eclipse, especially during the partial phases. You could damage your eyesight. So we will actually be observing the eclipse from the grounds of the Hastings Museum beginning at around 12:30 p.m. on Monday the 8th, weather permitting, of course. You never know what the weather is going to be like in April. We will have an assortment of eclipse glasses for both adults and children, and they will be given out free on the day of the event for as long as they last. We will also have our solar telescope with the two different filters available as well at that particular time. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly in front of the sun. So first contact for this eclipse will be at 12:37 p.m. and I've got it about 12:44 right now in our planetarium sky, so you can clearly see the first chunk of the sun has been taken out. Maximum eclipse for the Hastings area will be at about 1:51 p.m. And we will see nearly 77% of the moon covering the sun. North of Hastings, you will see a lesser percentage, and south of Hastings, you will generally see a little more percentage than 77%. Lincoln and Omaha, for example, will see a coverage of about 80%. So let's go to maximum eclipse. Maximum eclipse, 1:51 p.m. And let's see, here we are looking at about 1:15 as the eclipse progresses in sort of a time-lapse fashion. And this is about 1:30. And finally, we will stop at 1:51. There it is, about 1:51. This is the maximum eclipse for the Hastings area, when about 77% will be covered. Now, last contact is the point where the moon completely exits the disk of the sun, and that occurs at about 3:06 p.m. on that Monday. And at that point, the eclipse is pretty well over. The next good partial eclipse visible from this area is going to be in 2045. So I hope this one is a good eclipse with few or no clouds. So let's jump forward here. I'm going to show you the end of the eclipse. All right, 3:06 right there. And the eclipse is officially over. Now we have jumped to the evening sky, as you can no doubt tell. Also occurring this year is a chance to see a rare nova. Nova literally means new star, and it will look like a new star appearing from nowhere in our sky. But in fact, This is actually a double star system when one star spills gases onto the other, causing it to glow much brighter than it normally would. It is the star system T Coronæ Borealis, located in the constellation of Corona Borealis, the northern crown. Now, when it occurs, it will be visible for only a few nights to the naked eye before it fades away to binocular level visibility. So first, look for the bright orange star Arcturus in the sky. And of course, as the sky progresses during the night and during the course of the months, it will also change position. So keep that in mind. But the old expression goes, follow the arc to Arcturus. Turn on the lines there. Follow the arc to Arcturus. That is the handle of the Big Dipper's the handle of the Big Dipper, and simply follow that bending line down to the bright star Arcturus, the fourth brightest star in the night sky. Now, from there, sort of look for a pattern that looks something like a kite. Sort of a kite-like shape. And right next to that, there is the northern crown. Let me turn on the artwork. It looks something like that with your imagination. To me, it looks a bit more like a tiara than it does an actual crown, but it is sort of a half circle of stars. And it is that constellation that you want to be paying pretty close attention to. So again, this will happen sometime between now and September, probably at the very latest. And as you can see in this Stellarium capture from the Stellarium software, I can kind of make things quite a bit bigger. Right where the point of that white arrow is, that is where this new star, this nova, will appear. So that is the place to keep an eye on. All right, good luck seeing that and the eclipse. And join me again next month for another episode of Astronomy Spotlight.